Hi, everyone. How is everyone doing today on this lovely, glorious day? I am so glad you guys could join me today for this live stream. I'm so glad you guys could take a few moments out of your day to be here with me so we could have a good chuckle at this deranged woman having an absolute narcissistic episode and spiraling, losing her mind, just doing whatever she can to get some attention, to make sure that she is still in the spotlight. But the more Meghan Markle tries to show herself as a fun-loving, happy-go-lucky individual who just loves to give people hugs and kisses and hugs and touch them, and look, I can pretend to stir things in a bowl, and I can put ice cubes in a cup, and look, I can put vegetables in my hands and hold them in my hands and touch my hair and my nasty forehead and then touch the food and rearrange it again. Oh dear, Lady Firebrand is in the hospital at the moment, so please let us send her our positive thoughts and healing and prayers. And I hope you feel better, Lady Firebrand, and I hope that we can keep you company while you're there, and I hope you're out of there soon. Guys, yeah, I hope, let's send Lady Firebrand lots of hugs and kisses. I hope you feel better soon, my dear. Thank you for being here, though, and I'm glad that I could take your mind off of a few things. But look at this trollop. This trollop just cannot help herself, can she? Anytime the royal family are out or members of the royals are out, we've had William and Catherine, we've had them out on their joint engagement, and then we had delicious William by himself yesterday on another engagement. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. I loved seeing William and Catherine together on that engagement. I want to just talk about those two for a second here, because there's something that I watched when they were interacting after their vacation and they were on their engagement together. And it's almost, you guys, like, let me show you this clip if I have it of them. And they're just like having a moment. Let me see if I can find it here. I think it's this one. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. I'm trying to find the one where they're like chit-chatting together and Catherine puts her hands on William's stomach. Oh, I should have queued it up right before I started, but it was a very sweet and tender moment between the two. And, looking at William and Catherine since what they've been through and since what they have gone through, since this raggedy trollop has come into their lives, you can really feel the love has grown between them. You can honestly see, number one, William has gained the weight that he has lost. We remember, well, I personally remember when the news initially came out, William had lost weight. He was looking stressed out, and anyone would be. You would have a heart of ice if you didn't. And just hold on a second. Let me grab these super chats here. The glare, honesty and truth. Thank you. Says that glare. The palace staff had it. The friends, the people at Suits, the family, certainly the Princess of Wales, and little H gets it every day he sees her. Run for the hills. Totally bonkers. Yeah, definitely nuts. You see, if Meghan's face isn't in her rictus grin, which we all know is fake, then she has a mean and evil look to her face. She's always staring down at people, giving them the evil eye, just looking mean at them. And then Tessie says, thank you, says, hello all from a freezing Northwest England, watching YouTube from my bed with a cup of tea and my daughter and my dog. A perfect evening. Well, I'm glad that I could keep you company here, and I'm glad that you guys could all join. But when you look at William and Catherine and their interactions, you see this man loves Catherine. You see he loves her with all his heart and soul, and they have a love that you cannot replicate the bond that these two have between each other, because they've been together for so long. They're now in sync. I was showing some photos on my X account that these two have now been together for over 20 years now, that their movements synchronize what they do or how they move. It's very sweet. Let me show you this one image and then we'll get on to today's topic. Look at this. This is very sweet. Look. And Catherine's hand grabbing the old cheeky royal tush there, huh, Catherine? Trust me, if I had a handsome husband like Prince William, my hands would never be leaving that royal tush, that's for sure. My hands would be stuck on that royal bottom all the time, grabbing myself a feel, copping it whatever chance I get. And well, I'm going to get a little naughty here for a second. So if you don't like naughty comments, then maybe cover your ears, because that is quite the bulge in Prince William's pants. Okay, so he must be keeping the wife very happy. We've also seen the bulge when he's been playing polo, and we see it through his white pants there. But anyways, these two are very sweet. Oh, and happy birthday, Deborah. Happy birthday. And these two, I love seeing them together. Naughty moly. I know, I told you guys that I was going to be naughty. I was going to be naughty. I did give the warnings. I did give it a heads up. Give it a break. Give what a break? Give what a break? I don't know. I don't get it. But anyways, I love these two. I love this couple together. And I think that the reason why we love this couple is because we have basically watched their love blossoms ever since their days at St. Andrews. Ever since William saw Catherine doing the walk for that fashion show, which was for charity, I should add. These two have been inseparable. And I feel like when they did have that little time where they broke up, I feel like that was just to get the media to calm down, because there was a crazy frenzy. And it was to see if she really wanted to do this and be with him. It's like he wanted to make sure that she was serious about it. And now you see, after 3 children and the love that they have for one another, this is a couple that you can't even, like, Harry and Meghan may say that they have a fairy tale love story. They don't. I think that this is the fairy tale love story. And let me say that if any of you guys did watch the Australian 60 Minutes with Jason Knopf, he did mention that if William and Catherine weren't royals, then they would just be private citizens, because they don't go looking out to be celebrities. And I feel like Catherine, if she wasn't going to be the next queen, and if William wasn't where he was, I would think that Catherine would have become a school teacher or something to do with children, because she is so amazing with children and interaction with children. You see how kids are just drawn to her. They feel at ease with her. You can't force that, right? Whereas with another couple, we see that they are grabbing onto the kids, forcing them to take photos. And then it's like, okay, go away now, leave, be gone. Who cares? Whereas you can tell that William and Catherine, they spend time with these children. When the child is speaking to them, you see that they are engaged. And when a child sees that you are actually paying attention to them, then they have more trust in you. Whereas, yeah, you see with the other couple, they know. Children know. They're very intuitive. Katie, you're right, which is exactly why she focuses on early childhood. I love her early childhood initiative, the whole shaping us, the whole, early childhood and the early movements and what they do. I love what she's doing. It's amazing. It's incredible. And she's really, like, that is what she has been pouring her heart and soul in for the last 10 years. And you see the differences and the changes and how the company and the whole initiative has grown over the years. It's amazing. It's incredible. Whereas some people just think that they belong at the top. They think everything should just be handed to them and everything should be amazing and perfect and wonderful. And right away, they should be getting the sales because of their names. They don't put the work into it. And if people don't see you putting the work into it, if they don't see you actually connecting with others, then there's no connection with you and products and items like that. Like, I will order things from the royal family website, the shop and everything, because like I will order things with like Catherine, the Princess of Wales, like napkins or things like that, because it's like, oh, it reminds me of something. But Harry and Meghan, no way, no thank you. Tessie says they're soulmate and respect each other. It's beautiful. Exactly. That's what you see. It's the respect and care that these two have for each other. And it has nothing to do with, oh, it's royal protocol or it's anything like that. No, it's a sign of respect that these two have for one another, where they have been together for so long, they can basically communicate by just looking at one another. And the relationship that these two have is incredible. And I love this couple. I really do like this couple. I mean, I can't say anything bad about them. And after the year that they've had, it's just so nice to see how close they are with one another. It's so nice to see the love between, because you can see when William looks at Catherine, he is so happy looking at his wife and being with her and just having him by her side. I mean, I could not imagine what William was going through. Like, hearing your father has cancer is one thing, but then hearing the love of your life, your soulmate, the woman you married to have cancer, I could only imagine. And don't forget, I will remind people, that day was when William was supposed to attend his godfather's funeral, remember, or his memorial service, and he pulled out at the last minute, and he had the gentleman from Greece, I think it was, to read his speech out for him instead. And everyone was like, well, why would William pull out? Why would William not show up to this memorial? He was getting dragged, but only to later find out that William had received a phone call that Catherine's tests had come through for cancer, or that she tested positive for signs of cancer. I forget how it was, but remember, that's what had happened. And anyways, so yeah, you're right. Like, when you're a couple that have been together for so long, you don't need to constantly be showing over the top displays of PDA. I always feel like it's the couples like Meghan and Harry. When you need to overdo it like that, then most likely you two ain't bumping uglies, that's for sure. You definitely didn't do you guys ain't bumping uglies. You're not sleeping in the same bed or anything like that. Nope. The fact that Meghan and Harry try to prove to the world so much that, oh, look at us, we're so much in love. No, you're not. We all know why Meghan married Harry. She married him just so that she could get opportunities that she never had before in her life at all, ever. Now, I should point out this, because Meghan did release another sneak peek of her show, and it has already gotten tons of thumbs downs. People are disliking it. And it just goes to show how cringe this woman really is. And I'm going to show you this clip that was shared. And I don't know if this gets copyright strike, then I'm going to take it out later. So people who watch this in the replay, the video might be missing later on, just in case if I get a strike against it or a copyright claim and I have to remove it. But anyways. Oh dear, you messy. Leilani of Barbados says, some people really have cancer. What? Someone said something? Love you, Molly. Love you too, Leilani. I will talk to you later. Dear. Oh my God. Let me show you guys this ridiculous trailer that she has put up, because it is horrific. Ready? Get your barf buckets close by, my friends. Trigger warning, and here we go.
This is about connecting with friends and just learning.
Hold on. I just have to, hold on. I know I have to stop right here because this, you see how these three women here, 1, 2, and there's another woman standing beside Meghan Markle. Do you notice how these three women all cheers their drinks together and clink their glasses together, but none of them clanked glasses with Meghan? Did you notice how I'm being so petty right now, but I caught that and I was like, ooh, these women don't even like her. They wouldn't even clink glasses with her. Yeah, guys, if you guys don't know, go follow Leilani because yeah, her videos are hilarious. Her costumes are hilarious. I'm constantly cracking up over them. But yeah, go give her a follow. She's pretty funny and very entertaining. Pretty funny. She's freaking hilarious. But yeah, just watch here how they don't clink glasses with her. Watch. I can't believe I caught on to that, but dear.
This is about connecting with friends, connecting with This is about connecting with friends and just learning.
No thanks.
Let's go. And the best thing about Koreatown, you could go to all ages clubs and.
Can I just mention, if anyone watched any of her archetypes nonsense, like I did a review on all of her archetypes episodes. If you guys want to check any of those episodes out, all of my old episodes that I had to remove off of YouTube after I got demonetized is all backed up to Rumble. So you can all find it there under the same name, MeghansMole. But for here, I was going to say, oh God. Meghan talks about Koreatown and all ages clubs and stuff. Meghan did an episode about how Doria took her to her first spa in Koreatown and how she was naked with a bunch of other women and it was her first time eating noodles. It was so full of stereotypes. It was absolutely horrific. But now Meghan wants to, in this episode, now she wants to pretend that, oh yeah, Koreatown, we were all drinking. So is Meghan admitting to underage illegal drinking here now? Now, if you guys also remember with the Koreatown faux story, I had pulled up that it was stolen from another cartoon. It's all backed up onto my Rumble there, but it was the whole story from there that she stole from the cartoon and how they went to a Korean spa for the first time. And yeah, Meghan basically tinkered it and made it all her own. But here she is telling a story now about Koreatown and drinking there. So were you underage drinking? Because I remember Meghan claimed that they were so poor they could only live off of Sizzler salads despite her father taking her to Morton's. But let me continue here.
Oh yeah.
Karaoke bars.
I was part of dance crews, all that stuff.
You
know?
were?
Yeah.
No one talks about all
Dance crews.
What would Meghan Markle know about karaoke bars?
Koreatown, you could go to all ages clubs and karaoke bars.
I was part of dance crews.
She's lying there. She didn't go to an all ages bar or karaoke or anything. She's lying. You can tell by her face. She's full of shit.
Bars.
I was part of dance crews, all that stuff.
You
know?
were?
Yeah.
No one talks about all the dances that were such a big deal. Not the actual dance,
Like
but
the
the
Roger
dances.
Rabbit.
The Roger Rabbit and the Kid and Play. And it was just so much fun.
So do you guys notice that the entire time, so she cut up vegetables and she's playing with these vegetables in her hands with her rings on, like talking, and it's like, just plate the damn thing. Who wants to eat these vegetables that you've had rolling around in your nasty fingers? You've been touching your hair. You've been wiping your hands all over your apron. You were touching your forehead, which is probably greasy and gross. This is bleh. This is clearly a show about how to not get your, I don't know, friends sick when they come over, how not to cross-contaminate, and how to properly handle food. If you want to learn how to make your friends sick, well, Meghan Markle doesn't have any friends, so it makes sense why she doesn't have any kind of food handling etiquette or management or anything like that. But we're only partly through, and I've already stopped it a million times. My apologies, friends.
And it was just so much fun.
Man, you and I are so similar. You and I are like we should have met a long time ago.
Do you listen to music when you're cooking?
I do. I listen to a lot of lyrical hip hop, jazz. Sometimes.
Why is she just holding the beat there? Why is she just holding it? Put it on the plate. Put it on the plate. Why are you holding it? This woman does not cook. You can tell she's not someone who spends time in the kitchen. AB says, Molly, she's allegedly wearing all that jewelry because the manufacturers are hoping viewers will buy them. But she's wearing the same, like, bum-ass Cartier bracelet that Trevor gave her. She's wearing the fake watch that she claims is Diana's, but it's not. I did a video on that for you guys. You guys can check it out. If one of my mods wants to put one of the links in the clip in the comments, go ahead. I would appreciate it. But yeah, I did a whole video debunking that is Diana's gold watch. Now, I should remind you guys, Meghan had gotten herself a silver watch, the same variation when she got her raise on Suits, when they were re-signed, right? And then when she married Harry, that is when she got the gold watch. So there are two watches. There's a silver one that she had engraved to herself, 2mm from MM. And then she later got the gold one for herself, which she claims is Diana's, but it's not.
Sometimes speed metal, death metal.
Do you see her? She's so judgy. She's like, death metal? This guy listens to death metal as she's finger fucking the vegetables on the plates here. Like, I don't know what she is doing with these vegetables. Stop fingering the vegetables, Meghan. Just leave them alone. Please stop fingering the vegetables, for goodness sake. But you see how judgy she gets here the minute he says like death metal and things like that. It's like, ew, what the fuck? And this is who Meghan is. This is how she looks down at everyone because she thinks she's better than them. It's like, what are you listening to, Meghan? What kind of music do you listen to? Do you even listen to music, or are you too busy scrolling Twitter to see what we're all saying about you that you don't even listen to music at all? You probably don't even read a book these days either. That's why you think hummus and farm vegetables is something super on it, like super cool and like on it these days. I mean, it's freaking vegetables and hummus. We did that like 10 years ago. Give me something new. Make something with some kind of harissa paste or something. I don't know. Yeah, she is finger fucking the food. That's like, you constantly see her fingering these vegetables. She was fingering the focaccia in another clip earlier. Her fingers are all in it. I don't want to know where those fingers have been, because we all have heard that she likes to do certain things with those fingers of hers. And, let's say chocolate starfishes, and leave it there. Let me get back to this video.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
What's speed metal?
Just like dark.
That doesn't sound like the joy of cooking.
Do you see how fake this was? And it reminded me of, you guys remember the article in The Cut that was written by Allison Davies? So basically, remember in The Cut, Allison had written that when she was interviewing Meghan, it seemed like Meghan was producing her script in her mind as they were talking and speaking. So it was like she's her own little producer. And you see that here where she's trying to look like, what? What is that? What is that? I see why Meghan Markle never became an A-list celebrity, because her acting skills are absolute shite. I see why Meghan has always been relegated to being the 90210 woman who gives sloppy toppies. I see why in Suits, Meghan was always relegated to taking off her clothes and getting banged up a filing cabinet or getting naked in what's-his-face's bed. I mean, I see why she was left to opening a briefcase, because she cannot act for the life of her. She cannot act. Let's check it out. Oh, and if the sugars are coming in, then let them, because I love sugar.
The joy of cooking.
Yeah, but jazz, sometimes speed metal, death metal.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
What's speed metal?
Just like dark.
That doesn't sound like the joy of cooking.
Yeah, but we all have different sides to who we are.
That's true. Multifaceted folks. That's what we are.
It's good for when you're butchering. So I cut these into
What is she? Okay. Because what is she still doing with these same freaking beats? She's still fingering these vegetables, for goodness sake. What are you doing, Meghan? You're just moving it from one side to another. Look, from here to here, from here to here. That's your expertise? No, dear goodness.
It's good for when you're butchering. So I cut these into squares.
Oh, dear. Let me cut this music. Because, yes, on March 4th, on the same day as I think there is a State of the Union address or something like that. Yeah, Donald Trump has kind of put a kink in that for Meghan. But this was the latest sneak peek. I don't know what this dancing thing Meghan does constantly, but let me just say, I'm not body shaming or anything, but Meghan, you really need to stop hiking your pants all the way up to your mid waist, because at this point, I don't know where her tits end and where her waist begins. I don't know, like, are you hiking up your pants this high because you need more oomph in your bra? Then I don't know, but what is it? I really don't know. Like, these are some of the women that you see that, like, with their titties hanging low all the way and sitting on their waist. This is what I get when I see Meghan with her waist pants all the way up to her breasts. Who tells you to dress like this? And it makes, the thing is that when she pulls her pants this high up, you think her vagina is that long. It makes you think she has an extra long runway like vagine. And it's like, oh dear, it's not a good look. It is not a good look at all. I'm just saying. Clearly this woman has no friends around her, because if she had friends, they would tell her to not dress like that. They would tell her, don't pull your pants up and give yourself a massive moose knuckle in the front. Stop giving yourself a frontal wedgie. Now, I don't know if many of you picked this up, but in the trailer, you see that Meghan is again taking a dig at the royal family. We all know that the Queen would have her red boxes every night that she would tend to. We would see that the King has his red boxes that he tends to. And look who now has a red box in their show. Oh, look, the raggedy trollop from Montecito who has no original ideas, Meghan Markle. She has red boxes now also. What a... I better not say it. Just like old men do. Yeah, old men do that. They pull their pants. Remember there was a show called Grumpy Old Men? Or that the grandpa from Dennis the Menace? It's not a good look. I bet her box has been well used. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. It's probably like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. I'm just saying, but who knows? I also just wanted to show a couple other things that is absolutely ridiculous that I caught in the clip, and this whole Meghan and this beekeeping thing. So you can tell that this was an entirely fake scene. They weren't tending bees, because the gentleman, the beekeeper who was talking to Meghan, isn't even wearing an outfit. And number two, if Meghan was actually tending to bees, you'd be wearing the full suit like these folks here. Because if I were a bee, I would make my way down these boots of hers and I would sting her as many times as possible. I don't know, but that would not be smart. You know, Meghan is cosplaying bees and things like that because the royal family does it, because Catherine does it. And without the royal family and cosplaying the royal family, who is Meghan Markle? An absolute nobody. Nobody at all. Nobody. Who would know Meghan Markle? If it wasn't for Harry marrying this raggedy trollop and believing her fake stories of being pregnant and needing to get married, who would know Meghan Markle? Nobody. She would probably be working the hallways down at Soho House and like helping her next client. That's what she would be doing right now. Nobody would know Meghan Markle at this moment if it wasn't for Harry. She is an absolute ding-dong. She is. That's why I love calling her a ding dong now, because it is such a good word for Meghan Markle. She truly is a ding dong. Who goes and like tends to bees with boots like this? They would go and sting the living daylights out of you. And number two, the house that they are filming in isn't even her house. Oh, hold on. William pays you. Jocelyn, come on. I need you to please keep up. You should know that I work for Kensington Palace, okay? You should know that already, that I work for Kensington Palace. Of course William pays me. He's my boss. Duh. Like, you're late? Why are you just catching on to that news just now? Lord. Insulting Her Majesty was the worst. It truly was. It truly was. And then Maureen says she's not even important enough to be a nobody. Yeah. Yeah, nobody. She is a no. She's worse than a nobody. John says, Katie, please stop insulting ding dongs. Isn't ding dong is like a dessert also? I think ding dong is a dessert also. Katie, if you clip that, please send me a copy of that. I know the sugars come in here thinking that saying things like, oh, William pays you is going to get under my... Come on, get with the program. Are you late? You should know I work at KP. Everyone knows I work at KP and I have my own room at KP. Come on, get with it. Jeez, I expected better from you sugars coming in here. I mean, the thing is, if you're going to subscribe, because I've made it that the chat, you have to be a subscriber of the channel for like, I think 5-10 minutes before you can comment. So clearly you spent the last 10 minutes subscribed to my channel before you could even comment to say that William pays me. I thought you could come up with something better at least. Yeesh. Anyways, let's keep going. So here's another example of Meghan and her long crotch ways. Like, I don't know who told her, like, you're dancing and stuff like, oh my God, there's music on it. That the dancing and stuff is cute. But you know what this brings me back to? This brings me back to, this is what Meghan used to do during her days on Suits. When they would have like the late night shoots with the evening shoots, the ones that would go overnight, some of Meghan's coworkers, I remember them telling me this, because I remember one of them who specifically told me, is that when it would do the late night shoots, Meghan would get kind of squirrely, where like then she would like start dancing around, acting silly, makes like voices, pretends to be like different characters, and just acts stupid on set. And this is the same person. This is the same Meghan Markle who's never grown, who's never evolved as a person. And let me just say that this right here, my friends, should prove to you that Meghan Markle was completely bullshitting about being 43% Nigerian, because there is no way anyone who is 43% Nigerian would be moving like that, okay? This is how a white girl moves. No offense to white girls out there, but this is the white girl dance. I don't know if Meghan is copying the Trump dance too and like doing that, because that right there looks a bit like the Trump dance. This is a total white girl dance. And let me also put this out there, but I just had to make the connection that, so Meghan was dancing around that day in that beige outfit, right? And it made me wonder if this is why Meghan's behavior, remember when she had that conversation with the parents on this day? And remember, Meghan was talking about how she was allegedly wanting to end it all and wanting to end her life. She's wearing the same exact outfit, right? Her hair is just not pulled back. She's got no shoes on in the kitchen. And they're using the same house, I think, to do this interview there. But I had to put two and two together, and this is just my opinion here, because Meghan's behavior on this day when she was grinning and laughing about being, wanting to end it all, it makes me wonder if Meghan was filming the show during the day. You know, you're filming, you're drinking, you're getting shit-faced. you got to be a little bit hammered to be acting like this, okay? Because no grown woman at their big age would be acting like this. So it makes me wonder, was Meghan shooting and filming this, and then they went and did this quick interview, which would make sense why Meghan wouldn't be taking it seriously, which is why during a serious subject, while everyone's faces is serious, Meghan is sitting there with a smirk next to two parents who are talking about losing a child. I mean, I don't think I'm off here, but I feel like that's why her behavior was so off for this interview. Were you filming and like drinking and getting shit-faced, and then you're all giddy during this interview, chuckling and smiling in this mother's face while she's speaking about her child taking their life? We remember that. Remember, Meghan was smiling when she was talking about when she wanted to end it all. I've had two close friends end it all, and to this day, even though it was over 10 years ago, to this day, if I bring it up, you can hear like my voice will start to crack if I start to mention what happened. But I feel like, yeah, I caught on to that, and I think that's what happened here. I feel like Meghan did this stupid thing here because remember, they only did 2 months of filming for this dumb show of hers, and you can tell. They only filmed for 2 months, and that was it. And then they did this also. But anyways. Anyways, it is very cringe. It is very, very cringe. Tessie says, let's all say hi to the sugar, and can you put a good word in for us to Prince William Moley, considering you get paid for by him? These sugars are idiots. Oh, I know. That's why I love sugar. I said, I love when they come in the chat. Stephen Darling says, see in the new trailer that her apron is too long, and just like the kids, the apron is folded up and tied to fit for her. Tried to fit her. OH can't sell. Oh, can't sell as ever aprons. She can't sell any kind of clothing or any kind of like nothing. At the end of the day, Meghan is just a big, massive walking failure that has shown us she cannot dress. She cannot put on an outfit to save her own life. At the end of the day, I would not want to be dressing like a woman with a long vagina. There is nothing fashionable about this. I know there has been stories going around about Meghan Markle crying about wanting to be on the cover of Vogue. Well, Meghan, no woman in their 40s wants to be dressing like square-bodied square pants and looking like Miss Dangly Long Vagine. It's not a good look, and you're short and squatty. The fact that Meghan is standing right beside this counter truly shows that she is not 5'7" like she likes to claim. This shows that Meghan is about 5'4", 5'3", because you can see she is very short compared to this counter here. This man is clearly very tall, and the counter comes up quite high to him, but I don't know. I'm just saying. She's unable to be honest. Not long vagine. She has a long vagine. It like, look, would you wear pants hiked up right up to your nipples, and then your pant line is right up there, and then look, does your vagina start from your titties and goes all the way down to your legs? I don't know, but anyways, I better get going because I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. But barefoot in the kitchen is gross too, because I always wear slippers in my kitchen because, you know, if you're frying up anything, you don't want hot oil getting on those big, long, gangly toes of hers or my own, or I don't know. What a mess, guys. Look, like I said, this is just providing us for more content, for more entertainment. There is nothing wrong with having a day full of laughs, especially when the world is going crazy. I'm waiting for the zombie apocalypse to happen at some point here. But I think that you guys coming in here and hanging out with me for a bit, I appreciate that you guys hang out with me and spend some time having some laughs here, because we all need to have a good laugh every once in a while. Thank you, Honesty and Truth says, wait, did we hear how many of the bees died when she glared at them for not acting on cue? Is the man chef ever going to recover from his experience? Do people not learn? Stay away from her. Yeah, I know. I think the bees, maybe she took a big swatter to them and swatted them all and was like, ah! Anyways, I hope you guys got to laugh a little bit here and got to have a good chuckle. And to those that aren't feeling well, I hope that this live took your mind off of things and got you to chuckle a little bit and have a good laugh. And guys, there is going to be so much more to come because, as a mother myself, I am going to rip this entire ridiculousness of her trying to be an entertainer and a hostess and a good mother. I'm going to rip it to shreds because this is not how a mother behaves. Yes, I dance all crazy and silly with my little one in the kitchen, but never with staff. And the thing is that Meghan here is trying to change her bullying persona, what we know her for. Meghan, we know, is a bully. Look, the fact that she's got no family around her, she's got no friends around her, her husband's family, she's excommunicated, she's got nobody. We know that you're a bully to staff, and yet you want to stand here and hug your staff and people that are working for you to make it seem like, oh, I'm so sweet. Like, look at this. As HRH Chelsea pointed out here, this man is a married man, and you're constantly putting your nasty pelvis all over other men. I don't see you hugging women like this ever. But yes, men, you do. You love pressing that big old crotch of yours all over men, especially married men. Anyways, I better get the hell out of here before I say something absolutely ridiculous and the whole video gets demonetized. But guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the super chats and the super stickers. I appreciate it. I hope you guys had a couple good laughs and enjoyed this live. But you know what? I personally myself, I'm not going to watch Meghan's thing on Netflix. I'm going to watch the clips online because I found that there's a backdoor way that you can watch the clips and it won't get added to views, apparently. I want to share with you guys how to do that, but I kind of don't want to be breaking any terms and services and conditions or anything. But maybe I'll put it up on Twitter and share with how you can watch the show without views being counted. But anyways, this is going to be hilarious. I am ready for this shit show to just start so we can just have a whole bunch of laughs and it's going to be so entertaining just watching this idiot continue on making a fool of herself because she never learns from her mistakes. She never learns. She keeps doing the same thing over and over. And like I said, you are absolutely insane in the membrane if you don't learn from your past mistakes and thinking that redoing the same thing over and over is going to get you a different reaction, but it's not. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I might have a video up for you guys later, but just make sure you're subscribed and following the channel because, they love screwing with my channel here. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you thank the mods and hit the like button on your way out. And I will catch you all in the next one. I hope you all have an incredible day or night wherever you are. You know what? The guy is going to have to burn his clothes, okay? If Meghan Markle came clutching me, not only would I burn the clothes, I would sage this gentleman. I would go and dunk him in the holy river somewhere. I would dump holy water in him. This man needs a whole, he needs to have a whole, I don't know, a dance around him or something like that. Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, sage his soul, dunk him in holy water, bless him. All of the people who had to work with Meghan on this shit show seriously deserve a raise because I can only imagine. But anyways, guys, I better get out of here. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.